What is going on, everybody? T-Bone coming back at you again with another unboxing video. So today is another special video. That's right, I got a new mask in from CFX. We have in the Vengeance mask in a custom color that they don't offer as a standard paint job. So yeah, they had another sale, so I decided to pick up another mask as well as the horn beanies with the silicone horns on them. So yeah, I've been waiting to open this all day. So let's just get into it here. And as you can see, UPS decided to graciously help me with the box. All right. So right on top here, we have the care card. So you can pause the video if you want to read that as well. So we have that. That looks like it's the shipping information. Yes, which you don't need to see because that has personal information. And oh. Okay, I actually was not expecting this. I guess they kept up with the Transworld deal. So we actually have here another tote. So that's cool. I kind of didn't expect this. So get to show that off. CFX tote. And even last time they had some goodies inside. Yes, there's some nice goodies. So we got a lanyard with the imp skin design on it. If it'll focus. There we go. So we got that, which is cool. We have a pin, which is very nice. It's a nice enamel pin. And it looks like, once again, CFX Gamey Worms. So we have another silicone worm here. This one is all brown. So now the other one I got has a friend. So that's cool. It's the same silicone that they make their masks out of. And yeah, we got the tote again. So now I have not received any photos of this thing, so I have no idea what this actually looks like. One thing I'm going to say, CFX, this stuff, get rid of it. Nobody likes packaging peanuts. But that's just personal preference. Because these things make a mess. In fact, I'm going to have to do this here. All right, and there's our beanies as well. So let me just set that down. And yeah. Just opening the beanies real quick so you guys can get a quick look at that. And there are two here, one for me, one for the spouse, so she's not as mad at me. And oh yeah, these are nice. These are nice. Has the logo and then the little silicone horns. Man, the bases in these things are thick too. Like that's the base of the horn. Yeah, it's maybe a little firmer, but it seems like it's the same silicone. So yeah, that is awesome. But the main star of the show is this bad boy. Whoop! As I'm knocking in the camera because I'm a professional, is this bad boy. And oh my God. Oh boy. Wow, that color came out even better than I thought. Oh my Lord, that is beautiful. I know it's a little difficult to see, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all this out. I'm going to set up a little nicer, give you guys a nice closer look. So I'll be right back. All right, everybody. So here is the nice close up, and I looked at this thing a little bit while the bag was on it, and man, it is gorgeous. But I have not taken the bag off it yet. So yeah, here it is. Oh yes, got some static going on here. Now, first thing I noticed, actually you didn't even really see it on frame here, but I'm going to get a little closer, is the horns. See if I can adjust this without really freaking the camera out. These horns, they're actually full silicone. So they're not like the horns that were on the Belial, which those were a stiffer silicone. These are the full, you can even see it, they're like moving. So that's going to kind of add to its creepy factor. Oh yeah, this thing got a little bit of static going on, but yeah, check this bad boy. Wow. Even out of the bag, this thing looks so much better. So again, I did mention this is a color that is not available. I decided to get the rust color that you would get on the Abaddon the Demon. With this one, I was kind of going for more of a Doom look. And I think this captures it perfectly, honestly. Got a little bit of packing peanuts sticking to it again. A lot of static when it's new. Yeah, sorry my lighting's not that great. But check that out. Yes, it's coming up a little duller on camera. There's a lot more red in the skin tone. Yeah, so the whole point that I went with this color paint, the scheme, was a Doom look. And I was a little worried that it might not have come out as I pictured it. Like, as he was getting closer, I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have gotten in that rust color. But yeah, it is gorgeous. All the detail in it. In fact, it's actually losing a little bit of the detail on camera. Again, stereotypical, the camera doesn't do it justice. And I was also a little worried about the wounds too, which is why I opted for a lighter red, so that way the wounds would stand out a little more. And yeah, in person, it looks gruesome. Now, also, I did get a custom finish to these as well. So, essentially, I got the skin, so this part of the skin, in their skin matte. The head came, this face head came stock. So, I'm guessing this comes in like that matte finish. Normally, the whole thing can come in a gloss finish. But I decided the only thing I wanted glossy was the teeth. Obviously the blood, the wounds, and me and Jonathan were talking about, again, shout out to Jonathan, amazing person. Don't be afraid to contact him. He actually he asked me how I wanted these chest tendrils, and I was thinking, I even told him, like, I was thinking of having those in a glossy, so they stood out against the mat, and he said that's exactly what he was going to suggest. So, again, big shout outs to Jonathan. He has a like mind for people like us who, you know, we have the idea of what we want. So yeah, normally again this would come in gloss, and you can see how thick that casting is. Now keep in mind, CFX masks do not have full mesh reinforcement throughout the whole thing, just in the high stress area, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and I believe the ears as well. But when you have a casting this thick, you're not going to need to worry about that. But even though it's thick, this thing is actually decently light, I have to admit. Again, it's so, the camera's not picking it up. And funny enough, I don't know if they intentionally did this, but it looks like there was some splatter of the gloss. You can kind of see it on the skin. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but To me, it actually kind of looks more like a slimy drool, like from the teeth. So I think it actually adds to the character even more, accidental or not. I actually don't mind if it was an accident because it looks nice. It could even be like light blood that it blends in with it more. So yeah, even the horns, like, you got that bone white going into a brown, going into that black. This is like perfect. Like, I honestly am stunned by this thing. And obviously, you know, the eye holes are right here. So it's going to be a little difficult to see, but we'll have to see on the try-on part. Then, you know, you got the ear holes right here. I mean, yeah, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, and I don't know what's in the head form there. It sounds like something's rattling, but we'll have to see what happened. But, yeah. In fact, I'm actually going to take the camera off the tripod for just a quick sec. We're actually going to get some real nice close-up of this. That way you can actually really see everything. And also, I didn't even know, but there's blood dripping on the chin. And that's just beautiful. So yeah, you can really see the gloss versus the matte here. And again, look how thick that casting is. Again, it's a little dusty with the packaging, but that's easy to take care of. Yeah, you can actually see some of the details more on the horns. Like, look at that. How much texture is in this thing. And then the back here is ridiculous. Look how gross that is. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a shame the camera's actually washing out some of this red tone in here. It's actually looking more like skin tone on camera right now. But if you look up Abaddon the Demon and you look at the Rust variant, that's the color it looks like in person. So yeah, let's get into a try-on. I'm very excited for this. Alright, so probably the moment you've all been waiting for on this video, the try-on. So again, this actually really isn't that heavy of a mask, believe it or not. Kind of a lot of static. Again, because it's new, you just gotta break it in a little. So before I put it on, this old mask, I forgot to mention previously, was designed in their 2019 Design a Mask contest. And the winner was Andy Lambert. So shout out to Andy. You made a killer design, dude. And I know you're going to be watching this video because I actually told you about it. So yeah, my hair is slicked back. Unfortunately, the beard's going to get in the way a little. Have to figure a way out of that without using a balaclava. I put a little bit of powder on the inside of the mask. In case you haven't known, they're advising really not to use baby powder anymore because apparently if you inhale it too much, it can actually cause cancer. Go figure, everything causes cancer now. But I did use a little bit because it was very sticky on the inside. Again, when you start sweating, it's going to adhere to your skin anyway. So yeah, let's put this bad boy on. So again, put your hands in the neck, you fold the bib at the neck, your palms are like this, and you go like that to the neck. So now you probably can't see it, but... And no, there are no nose holes in this mask either. So it's another mouth breathing mask. So yeah. All right. Ooh, yeah, that's a mouth breathing mask, all right. I feel like the silicone is going up a little in the back, for me at least. But other than that, yeah. Like right here, you know why? Because that's where I have my hair in a ponytail. That's where I actually have the hair tie. So that might be affecting it. And let's just tuck it into the shirt. One thing I did note about this mask is I feel like the back bib isn't as long as the other ones I have by them. I don't know if it could just be my pole or if it's the way they designed it, but I feel like the back bib is a little short. Yeah, it's like just going onto my shoulders a bit. Even with like Belial, Pestilence, and Gluttony, they tend to go down a little more. Again, this mask is also a thinner person mask, in my opinion. Because I am heavier, I feel like, without actually looking at it, because I have not looked at myself in the mirror with this thing. This is the first time I'm trying it on. I feel like it might be bulging out a little, but again, I have a big beard and I'm not the thinnest guy, so. But other than that, vision, believe it or not, is not bad. I mean, yeah, you can see the lines here. Like, you can actually see the lines, but other than that, it's not that terrible. And yeah, lip cupping is awesome in this, actually. It's going right in. Again, it is a mouth breathing mask, so I probably sound a little like congested. So it also kind of smells a little different than my other masks. I don't know if it's the finish, if it's the actual silicone, or I don't know. It smells a little different than normal. It's tolerable, but it's a little off-putting. But again, that might just go away with like a wearing or two of it once you break it in a little. But yeah. Again, once you start sweating, it actually makes the silicone adhere to your skin a little more. So it actually gives you a little more movement. If anything, I can actually move my mouth in and out of the lip cupping kind of easy on this. But again, everybody is different with every kind of mask. So even if you see me with this mask and you think, oh, it might not fit that great, if you get it, it might fit perfectly. Like for me, Belial, I think, is so far the most form-fitting mask for me. This is pretty comfortable too, though, I have to admit. I'm actually not sure how well you can see my actual mouth either. Because if you can't really see that, again, I'll have to see when I go and look in the camera or in the mirror. If you can't see my regular mouth, you don't even need to use a balaclava for this. Again, the nose could be an issue for some people. It can be for me. Only time I used a mouth breathing mask was Sin of Gluttony, and I had a balaclava on because he has a giant old mouth and you could see in. So he was easier to breathe for me, but you lose a little bit of motion with the balaclava. But yeah, hopefully this looks good on camera. Some eyebrows. So yeah, definitely very happy with this thing. This thing is sick. So actually, let's get this thing off. So essentially, to remove the mask, you do the same thing but in reverse when you're putting it on. I have to be a little more careful because of my beard. Otherwise, that happens. Yep. Ooh, that felt fun. Yeah, make sure your hair accessories are new and they're good. Because I literally just pulled a few hairs out. So that was fun. Ooh. More than a few hairs. This thing is covered on the inside. So again, make sure your hair is protected. Use gel, hair pomade, balaclava, a beanie, anything like that, and you'll be fine. But yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. So yeah, one thing I did notice is I feel like the cheeks are just a little thin, but I'll have to see how that holds up. Other than that, something I bet some people didn't know is they actually stamp your order in every mask. So in this case, mine is 20826, and that's actually stamped on to the bib in the mask. You probably can't see it right here. Let me just get a little closer. Hopefully you can see it. Actually, let me step off camera just a little bit. There it is, 20826. So yeah, overall, definitely happy. Very worth the money. Highly recommended. This thing is sick. I kind of hope they make gloves for it. I was going to get custom gloves, but the gloves would actually be more than this mask cost. And again, if you're not seeing this on Composite Effects website, or I believe the Horror Dome, I could be wrong. If you do not see it on either of those two sites, they are A, not an authorized reseller, or B, it's a scam. So don't do it. Again, something like this is not cheap. These toys are not cheap. So if you think you're going to get this for $40, you're wrong. You're getting scammed. Happens every year. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos that I put out. Also, any kind of comments, thoughts, questions, concerns, leave them in the comments below. I'll respond to you as soon as I can. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. So until next time, I will see you guys later.